Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You join us for this big bash match between the Melbourne Renegades and the Brisbane Heat. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only Lord Gower.
Thanks, others. It's great to be here, and I'm sure we're in for a fantastic match. I've just been taking a look at conditions down in the middle, and it's pretty apparent, even before you take a proper look, that neither captain will be too upset here. There's a good opportunity to get runs early on, but also there's something in it for the bowlers if they stay focused.
Yeah, mate.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Trouble! Oh, gone!
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Edged! Strong appeal.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yep.
Edged it.
Keeper.
A couple on offer here.
Off the mark nicely. Good movement and communication straight away, and they get a couple.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Bowler, bowler.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Yeah.
4 runs in fine style off the front foot.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the university end.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Paper.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Right there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Oh, there you go, a no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yes.
Can't get that outside the ring field. No pressure as they've found a gap.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yep.
Edged. There's no one there. Could go down to the boundary. Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Nabby from the press box end.
Yep.
Gone. It's a good catch.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Big edge.
Unable to get the scoreboard moving.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yeah.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Full and good night. Just leant on that. Didn't have to do much. And got 4.
Yep.
Punched it off the back foot for some runs.
End of the over, 10 off it. The Heat are 2 for 30.
Wait.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Yep.
Dismisses that for 4. A bit of West Indian flair to that.
Everything was right about it. The footwork to get back and then the bat coming through the ball beautifully.
Wait there.
Couldn't get it through the field.
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Wait.
Quick onto that in the infield.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yeah.
Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach.
Yeah.
Power and precision in that shot.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's raced to the boundary.
Questions will be given to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Some adjustments to the field. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yeah.
Finds the edge. Could that be out? Looks so.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
And with that, they're off the mark. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Wait there.
Super catch.
Yeah.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Yep.
Please make him welcome.
Cooper gets off the mark.
Yep.
Nicked it.
Keeper.
Massive chance.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Over. The Heat are for the 46.
A few...
Yeah. Play.
Huge edge.
Bowling. Keepers. Yep.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Wait.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yes.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yep.
Thick edge.
Just threw the shot too early.
4 runs added there. The Heat. Nisa ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Yep.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time to choose the right end, but unfortunately, they went for the wrong one.
Yep.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4 fantastic shots.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Yeah.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Ballers end.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Yep.
Well, that's an example of good running. Should always be on the lookout for runs in this format.
End of the over. Prestwidge with the ball in hand again. Yeah. 1 over left in the innings. Finch to bowl it.
Yeah.
Prestwidge did very nicely out there on the boundary.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square. A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
Thrashed away, what a shot.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Yeah.
Struck it nicely, could go to the boundary.
Hold in.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run. With the changes in the field, the captain looks to be going for a more balanced approach.
Yeah.
Immaculate timing there.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Finch shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Just about time that perfectly.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yes.
End of the over. 17 runs coming from it. The Heat are 5 for 181. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone is going to need to step up with a big score. A real beauty. Just times it so well.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Marsh has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Great shot. Great timing. Misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep.
There's a chance if this hits. The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
End of the over. 7 off it. The Renegades are none for 7. The right armour is coming into the attack from the university end.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yes.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
No.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yep.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. What a shot! Drifts down leg and punched away, all the way for 4.
Yes.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Timed that brilliantly.
Yep.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Lynn, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
End of the over. The Renegades are none for 29. Going with spin now. Brilliant diving stop.
Yep.
This could be trouble.
Off the body and they scamper through for a run.
Beaten on the drive.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky not to chip it straight to the fielder.
Wait.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Yep.
This should be close.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Very sweet off the bat, and 4 all the way.
Yep. Yep, yep.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Catch it.
What a good shot that is. Took advantage of a full straight ball.
Yep.
Just strayed a little bit to the leg side, and that's been thrashed away through the onside.
Edged. Loud shout. Out. What a catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Brilliant shot that.
That's a very difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Catch it.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Yeah.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, confidence is high out in the middle.
Yes.
Gone. Brilliant in the field.
Starting to get interesting now. That's
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
good running. Just finding the gap, and that'll let.
Sutherland takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
I'd say that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
Nice bowling.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Hey, nice.
Out of reach and lucky not to be called a wide.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Evans helps himself to 4 first ball. Not a bad way to start your innings.
Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries.
Oh, nice bowling.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Yes.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Yeah.
Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
Yep, yep.
No pressure as they've found a gap.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yep. Keeper.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out.
Yeah.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the university end.
Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Yep, yep. Forward.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yes.
Great shot.
No, no.
No point running for that one. That was 4 off the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again.
Yeah. Keeper.
A couple on offer here.
It's easy runs there at this level when you stray a little down the leg side. Tucked it nicely off the pads for more runs.
Yes. Yeah.
What a beautiful shot that was. They've been sweating on the loose ball and picked this one up early and glanced it down to fine leg.
Hey.
It was the right shot in the end, but didn't get the timing right to get it away.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. This will be the first over of the power play. This pair should be really trying to push the scoring rate along.
Yeah.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Lovely shot back past the bowler. Runs to be had here.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Hey. Nice bowling.
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Gotcha. Yep, yep. Go.
Swetson to finish this innings.
Mitchell Swetson, bowler into the attack for the Brisbane Heat.
Yeah.
4 runs in fine style off the front foot.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Wait on.
Gone!
Yeah!
Takes it and seals the win.
The Heat get the final wicket. A brilliant bowling display to take the 10.